What's up? What it do, my YouTube world? This is your main man, King David, and welcome to the Howard House of Swag. Well, today we're gonna be back in the kitchen, whooping up another fire recipe. And today we whooping up some Brussels sprouts with some roasted potatoes, and you already know that's smoked sausage. I like throwing it in the mix, whatever I can throw it in with. And here's my ingredients right here. My breadcrumbs I'm gonna be using, my seasoning, my cheese, and this is the key. You gotta make sure you have the right type of butter for this to come out right. So that's all my ingredients. This is a simple and easy recipe to put together and cook, and it goes good for your side dish, and it's a combination of vegetables in your storage. So bam, you have that all in one combo. Or because I got thrown the sausage in, that's your protein. You can eat it for one big meal. But I'm using this as a side dish today for my baked chicken, which I already got cooking, smelling good in the oven right now. And I don't think I really need to have a recipe or a show about baking chicken. That's pretty simple and easy. But if you do want to know your main man recipe and the ingredients I use to get my baked chicken like it is, just put a comment and I'll get back with you on the ingredients I use personally myself. So thanks for tuning in. We about to whoop this up, throw it together, and see how it comes out. See y'all back in a second. Welcome back to Howard House of Swag, where you're in the kitchen with your main man, King David, whooping up some roasted Brussels sprout sausage and potato for a side dish for dinner tonight. And I'm excited because this is a great recipe. It's real delicious. I'm a big Brussels sprout fan. I'm a smoked sausage fan. And this really is a golden recipe that I'm blessing y'all with straight from King David golden treasure chest. So make sure you pay attention. And before I dive off into it, I already cut everything up to save you time-consuming reasons, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute. But first of all, I'd like to give a shout out and thanks to all my supporters, the ones who've been subscribing and viewing, especially for all my former co-workers at Walk-Ons and at Chili's. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And it's too many people to name to give everybody a shout out. The ones who know me, communicate with, hang out with, and we jost in the kitchen with. Y'all know who y'all are. So I want to get a shout out to first them soft booty boys. You know who you are. Over there at Walk-Ons. Especially one in particular, I'm gonna get to him in a minute. But my boy Jeremy, I ran into him yesterday at Ross's when I was over there trying to get some sneakers looking, see how the sneakers over there looking. But Jeremy, he already know me and him. We could play, I'll be playing, I ain't serious. It's part of my jokes when I was at work, BSing, playing around, pastime, But Jeremy, he's cool people. I ran into him yesterday. It was good to see you, shout out to you. But Steph, I heard some bad stuff about you. Streets be talking, player. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. Somebody told me that the little moves you making, it ain't a good look. You lucky ain't there to expose you. But I'm gonna leave that alone. But a shout out to all my walkout people. Oh, one more person, Bam. We cut up in the kitchen. We got down in the kitchen for years. And the kitchen manager up there, Big John Hagan, thanks for the love and viewing my show, and thank you for your support. So let's get into this recipe. So I'm finna show you what I got right here. I got about a pound of Manda smoked sausage. That's what I prefer. That's what I like, you know. But as always, you know, you use what you want, whatever kind of sausage you like. But that's what I like. I know I got it cut up in dishes. I got about a pound and a half of potatoes. And while I'm talking about the potatoes, once again, let me emphasize on this. All these recipes is what I had in-house. I didn't have to go get none of this. And that's the thing I'm always going to talk about when I'm cooking is utilize what you got in the house and cook that first. You know, just like you was at work or anywhere else, you want to use the old stuff before you use the new stuff, you know, so it won't aspire to go bad. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using all my stuff I had in-house to bring this recipe together. So I got potatoes, and these are red potatoes, and I slice them and dice them about the same size of the Brussels sprouts. That's what be your goal. But you can use red or brown potatoes. Now I prefer to use brown potatoes on this recipe because I think they come out a little bit better. And my Brussels sprouts, if you notice, I got them cut in half. Make sure they get good and roasted all the way down, like they're supposed to. And some of the little ones, I let them whole. You know, just because I like eating them, popping them whole ones in my mouth, getting that nice little crunch. And the breadcrumbs I'm got, or croutons I'm using, is garlic and cheese ones. Same thing, you know, you can use whatever flavor that you prefer of croutons or what you prefer to throw in this dish. Now I know it got many different flavors and stuff like this. I know another good one is the Italian one. I didn't have that one on deck, so I had this on deck. That's why I'm using this one. And as I said in the introduction, remember, you got to use this type of butter to cook it down with, because regular margarine will kind of burn as you cook it, especially for like 40 minutes, because it's just gonna require to cook it for about 25 minutes. You know, give it a little razzle dazzle with a little stir. Then you're gonna cook it for another 20 to 25 additional minutes at 400 degrees, or until your potatoes are golden brown to your preference. Now, another thing I didn't show y'all is what I did. See, I got my strainer right here. I went ahead and boiled my potatoes and boiled my sausage just for a hot 5 minutes. You know, to kind of help them and make sure they cooked all the way, because one thing you don't want to end up with is no potatoes that's still kind of hard or they not soft in the middle. So I want to make sure my potatoes are nice and tender, so when I bite into it, and there's just that yum 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 soft, you know, texture of it. Then that golden brown crisp when they get roasted, gonna be fire, y'all. I can't wait. But so let me show you my recipes. Like I said, this is very, very simple, very, very easy to do. Who we got here? Mariah and Shelby and Juju in the building. Say hey to YouTube.
Hi, what's up, guys? Hello.
Hello. What y'all doing?
Mariah's there. She's not here.
Oh, cool. So that's the little game around here. So.
This is trying to spy on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm just watching a video. He's watching how good you cook.
Oh. Well, you got the basketball. You're waiting to go play basketball. So, this is simple, easy. Let me show you right quick. Now, the ingredients I'm throwing in this to bring it the flavor to the dish is gonna be 4 tablespoons all together. This butter. You know, and this butter got canola oil in it already, and that's another must. You want to make sure you use this butter now. And so I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of that butter in my potatoes. Then I'm gonna put 1/4 a cup of croutons in there. Then I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of black pepper, and about 1/4 of a cup of the Parmesan cheese. Now all that's going in the potatoes, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna put in the rest of the stuff, you know, as I get to it. So first of all, I'm gonna hit these potatoes up. All right, now right here I got my melted butter. Got my tablespoons. I'm going in with 2 tablespoons on my potatoes. All right, and while I got, I'm gonna go ahead and put all needed in whatever dish. The smoked sausage is gonna require 1 tablespoon. Go ahead and add that. The Brussels sprouts going to require 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 because I got a little over a pound. I got 24 ounces of Brussels sprouts. And the little extra I got left, I'm gonna add it with the rest of the potatoes. Hey, now I'm on national TV now in here. All right, so I put my 2 tablespoons of butter in my potatoes. Now I'm going 1/4 of a cup of the cheese. Got my measuring cup. Got that right there. Throw that on in with my potatoes. It's gonna be the same thing with breadcrumbs, 1/4 of a cup. Yeah, about 1/4 of a cup. Going in with my potatoes. Got my garlic powder. About a teaspoon. Go in each dish. I like garlic powder, so I'm probably gonna use a little bit more on mine. A little bit on the sausage. A little bit on my Brussels sprouts. About a teaspoon each. Salt, you want to go about a teaspoon on. I'm gonna go about 2 teaspoons on my potatoes, one on my sausage, 1 on the Brussels sprouts. Going in. And as a reminder, I always encourage you, make sure you don't over salt your food because you can't take away. But when the dish is done, anybody who wants additional flavor, that always add it. All right, the same thing with your black pepper. I'm going about 2 teaspoons on my potatoes and croutons. And I'm going about 1 teaspoon on the sausage and the Brussels sprouts. Now I try to make sure I time this just right because I got my baked chicken about to come out the oven. And so right now come out the oven, it's gonna be going right behind it. And I'm about to mix these potatoes on up. Then I'm gonna put them on my baking sheet pan. And this is another important thing. Make sure you got a large baking pan so you get everything spread it out nice and even. Because you got everything combined and kind of close together, it's gonna come out more like a steamed dish, and that's what we trying to avoid. Steamed dish is good too, but I'm going for that roasted, like crisp, that crisp taste of this dish here. So make sure you got a big enough dish and got everything kind of spread out where everything can evenly get roasted and cooked. So only thing I got left is I'm about to mix this stuff on up, put it on my baking sheet, and I'm gonna check my baked chicken, see how it looks, and I'll give you the details about my baked chicken when I show you the finished product. And as I show you the finished product, when this is done, I'll give you some more details. But that's all I got left. I'm about to stir this all up, wash my hands, and put it on the pan, and let it cook. And I'll be back to show y'all the results. All right. All right, are you ready to see the finished product? Let's take a look at this roasted Brussels sprout, potato, and smoked sausage. Look at that. Make sure you see that good. You see that good brownness on everything. I already sprinkled a little finished touch of the parmesan and cheese. Woo! This is fire. Already took me a couple little nibs of the Brussels sprout, the potatoes, and the sausage to make everything on point. Now look at that. That's my baked chicken. That's the way we like the baked chicken around here, especially me. I like my skin crispy on the outside. And I already know the way I cooked it to ensure it's juicy on the inside. Pay attention, I'm about to drop a gold nugget from King David's treasure chest of tips. Now, see, notice the pan I'm using, a deep pan with what you call that, a liner or a little tray. So by me doing that, I added water, about 1 inch in the pan. Then I covered it with foil, and see that water gonna cook it in there. Make sure the chicken stay nice and tender. Look at that. And I season the way I prefer, nice and good. Then by doing this too, when everything is fully cooked, I pour the juices right here in the bowl. Then I use that to baste my chicken before we get ready to eat it. So to ensure it has that flavor all over the chicken, it's nice and juicy. There go the Brussels sprouts, are all done, nice and ready. That's what I'm gonna taste one of the Brussels sprouts. Nice and cooked to perfection. Well, hope y'all enjoy this edition of Howard House of Swag, cooking in the kitchen with your main man, King David. If you got any comments, any feedbacks, just let us know and we'll comment back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoy, and I hope I was able to make this simple and easy for y'all. And if you try this dish or you want to know more about the baked chicken, just holler at your boy. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.